And yet the relationship collapsed. That collapse was not sudden, it was delayed. Relationships do not fail at the moment they end. They fail at the moment deterioration becomes irreversible. The ending only makes the failure visible. What feels sudden is not the breakdown. It is the realization. The confusion comes from timing. For a long period, decline can exist without consequence. Distance can grow without triggering action. Misalignment can persist without forcing resolution. Because the system has not yet reached a threshold. During this phase, the relationship still functions. Routines continue. Plans remain intact. Affection appears stable. Daily life proceeds without disruption. From the inside, this absence of disruption is interpreted as stability. It feels like nothing is wrong, or at least nothing serious. This interpretation is incorrect. Early deterioration does not announce itself. It accumulates quietly. It operates below urgency. The system is degrading, but not reacting. Relationships are designed to tolerate inefficiency. They absorb friction through habit, through shared history, through emotional inertia. These buffers exist to protect the bond. They delay consequence. They do not prevent it. This delay is critical. Because consequence is delayed, behavior does not change. Effort remains steady or declines slightly, not out of neglect, but because the system has not yet demanded correction. There is no visible threat. And without threat, intervention feels unnecessary. This is why people say nothing changed. What they usually mean is that no event occurred. No explosive argument, no dramatic rupture, no clear turning point, no moment that demanded response. But systems do not require events to fail. They fail through accumulation. Small disappointments repeat. Minor resentments remain unresolved. Unspoken needs continue unmet. Misalignments resurface in different forms. Each instance is survivable on its own. Each one is rationalized, minimized, deferred. Together, they alter the internal state of the system. The relationship slowly shifts from flexible to rigid, from responsive to inert, from adaptable to locked. This shift is rarely noticed while it happens, because the system still works. People still show up, still care, still participate, still believe repair is possible. Belief persists longer than influence. This is the structural lag. During this lag, communication often feels normal. Discussions occur, concerns are raised, reassurance is offered. But these exchanges do not change direction. They only maintain function. The system continues moving along a trajectory that is already set. By the time dissatisfaction becomes obvious, flexibility has already declined. This is why late conversations feel strange. They are clear, they are honest, they are emotionally charged, and they do nothing. The relationship listens, but it does not respond, because response requires elasticity. And elasticity has already been consumed. Locked systems can still appear calm. They can still look intact. They can still perform their routines. But they no longer change when adjusted. This is the most misunderstood phase. People assume collapse is caused by what happens at the end. A final conversation, a final realization, a final withdrawal. In reality, the outcome was decided earlier. The final phase only reveals it. The phrase, "nothing changed," reflects a mismatch between perception and structure. Change occurred slowly, repeatedly, quietly, so quietly that it felt like continuity. Timing governs perception, not magnitude. Large structural shifts can occur without emotional drama. As long as consequences remain delayed, urgency remains low. This is why relationships often collapse after long calm periods. Stability was not health. It was latency. Latency creates false confidence. People assume endurance equals compatibility. They assume survival equals alignment. Neither assumption holds. Compatibility determines how systems respond to stress. In aligned systems, stress produces adjustment. In misaligned systems, stress produces accumulation. Accumulation eventually reaches saturation. Once saturation occurs, the system changes state. Repair becomes symbolic. Effort becomes expressive. Communication becomes explanatory rather than corrective. Late effort still feels meaningful. It feels intense. It feels important. But intensity does not equal leverage. By this point, effort accompanies decline. It does not alter it. This is why collapse feels abrupt. Recognition arrives all at once. But deterioration did not. The relationship did not break when it ended. It ended when breaking became visible. This is also why endings feel disproportionate. The final moment carries the weight of accumulated strain. It feels overwhelming because it contains delayed consequence. What looks like a sudden loss is actually delayed accounting. This pattern repeats because it is structural. People wait for clarity. Systems deliver it late. Early signals are ambiguous. They feel manageable. They invite patience. Late signals are decisive. They allow no adjustment. By the time certainty arrives, influence has passed. This creates regret, the belief that earlier action would have changed the outcome. Sometimes that belief is correct, but only before the system locked. After lock-in, action serves processing, not correction. It helps people understand what happened, not undo it. This is why collapse feels confusing. Care was present, effort existed, love did not vanish suddenly. The failure was temporal. Deterioration occurred during a phase where intervention felt optional. Intervention occurred during a phase where it was ineffective. This inversion is common and costly. It produces the illusion that relationships fail without cause. They do not. They fail without visible transition. When structure changes, effort appears to work. In relationships like this, timing determines whether effort alters trajectory or merely accompanies collapse. Within this structure, no amount of late clarity can reverse an outcome once flexibility is gone. The ending does not explain the failure, it only confirms it.